Is my microphone going in? Hello, good evening, guys and girls. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Tony. Hello, Hula. Hello. I think I need to find a better way to put. I have too many cables. Too many cables around me. Wait a second. There was. Too many cables around me. Here it is. I think I can just move this cable from here to there so that we don't. Okay. So we have one less cable in the way. Oh, by the way, today the last piece of the new PC arrived. Yay! So we have the motherboard. The motherboard is here. And the motherboard is this one actually. Is this Asus ROG X570, which now looks super nice and super shiny. These are not my hands. But yeah, this thing. Okay. This thing. And so tomorrow, I think tomorrow, maybe or Saturday, I'm gonna build it. Okay, I'm going to put all the pieces together and upgrade the PC and see if it works. Hopefully, boys. Okay, today I'm not here. You're not seeing anything. Okay. Sorry. You are here. No, I was saying that this is the new motherboard, the Asus ROG 570, but you didn't see it because I didn't switch the scene. Okay. Sorry, my mistake. So what we're gonna do tonight? Tonight we are going to. Tonight we're going to continue fixing the land, because fixing the land is very important. We want to fix the land. Now we have a big trouble here that I'm trying to solve, but I don't know how to solve it. So we have a very big gap between the upper part of the city and the lower part of the city, right? And unfortunately this gap cannot be easily closed. Like on this side actually is done this way. So there is a wall. I mean, there is this upper part wall that is going until the end of the first part, and then there are these double walls here, and then the wall restarts, right? So in theory we could do the same on the other side. The problem is that on the other side, in addition, there is the arena entrance, and this is messing up a bit few things. So I was trying different solutions, you know. So you see this part, I was trying different solution, like a wall going down like this. The problem of a wall going down like this is that it looks very bad. I mean, no one will ever design a castle like this, right? Or a city wall like this, because the way you would design it is that anyway the wall is still vertical and there are pieces that are going down. So vertical and then down, vertical down, right? Not like this, not like oblique. I don't know how to say in English, but not bent like that. So I think this solution looks pretty bad. Another solution would be like to split it in two pieces like this, and then so like this, and then another piece down here, and then connecting to this, because the problem is that here we have the entrance to the arena tunnel. I don't even know if I really want this tunnel anymore. I mean, this tunnel was designed originally because we had to separate the maps, and there was a loading, you know, a loading between the maps, a loading screen. And so we needed it at that time, but now we don't really need it anymore. So I don't know, we could even connect it directly. The problem of connecting it directly, that then we have the same issue, which is how do we do the walls? I closed this part, and I think this part looks good. My problem is this part here. I don't know how to close it, because like this it looks super weird. I mean, again, no one will design a wall like that. Maybe I could do it. I don't know. I'm really thinking the best way. Maybe I could do it. Maybe I could do it, I don't know, this way. The problem is that it requires a lot of walls. But I think like this would be the normal way, you know, it would be constructed. So the normal way it would be like this. One wall. I mean, going down, but going down in steps, right? Going down in steps like this. Should we do it like that? The problem of doing it like that is that I need to then close the side. I think I can do it, huh? Yeah, this is probably the best idea. The wall can go to the arena. It's pretty big area, but I mean, you mean if I look from the top? I mean, ignore this for now, because this is just a random wall. But basically, you are saying to put, you know, the walls like here and go all around. But is a million, but it's not a bad idea anyway. Huh? It's not a bad idea. I mean, the problem is that the wall will become huge, you know? Will become kind of huge, but, you know, we can also do it. The other problem is that we need to somehow to separate the winch, because the winch, again, previously you could access it only with the main door, but now, I mean, if you walk all the way around, right, you come from here, you go from the top of the mountain, then you go down here, you are inside a winch, and there is no wall. So I need any way to place a wall here that is separating the winch from the rest of the area. You know, I mean, what I'm thinking is that in theory this part could really be removed, and we could just expand the city. I mean, this part in the middle between the arena and the city could just be city as well. The problem is that the city will become a bit too big, and I think it's already very big as it is. I don't want to add too much geometry in the same place, because I think it's gonna be trouble for loading, for FPS, for everything. So I mean, I can make a wall going all around, but this means that we will have to start the wall like, I don't know, here, right? Like here, and then cut it all around the arena. But the arena looks fortified enough, you know, like if they close the front doors, which by the way don't exist, but in theory, imagine that there are, you know, if they close the front door, there is a huge fortification, so there is no risk of getting invaded, right? And at the end is only an arena, so I don't see the need of the walls all around. I don't really see it. I think I need to fix this somehow, because it looks super shit. I mean, this vertical thing looks bad, and also, you know, all these rocks here looks kind of bad. I think there are too many. The need of these rocks is because the tunnel is actually open, right, at the top, and so I mean it's one-sided, so we need the rocks to actually, well, one thing that we could do, right, one thing that we could do is to just build on the side. So in reality, it's not true that I cannot remove the rocks. I can remove the rocks if I do something like this, and I go up. You know, and I fill it like this, so that this part becomes now it will go down a bit, inside a bit, but I can fix that. I can find a good compromise, you know, between stuff inside and stuff outside. But probably, yeah, probably let's say here we need a rock. Yeah, I think there we need a rock, because otherwise it will be fully open. So I need you know, a rock like this to go here. So somehow we need a rock anyway, unfortunately. Somehow we need a rock anyway. But can be a bit smaller, can be something like this. And the rest can be, now it should go, you know, it should not interfere with the actual tunnel, at least not too much. So I don't know, something like this. The problem is that the top looks bad with all these rocks. It looks pretty bad, and the reason is that the arena does not have this tunnel does not have an upper part. But I really dislike these rocks. I really think these rocks are shit. I really think these rocks are shit. Maybe we should make the top part. I don't know. Maybe we should make, maybe I should just change this mesh and have a top part which is or the same material, just two-sided, which could be an option. So that we have our tunnel, and then Yeah, I think that's the best idea. And then having our wall the way I designed it here. Boom, 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 boom. Farming area, or don't drop a wall on top of a building. A building here. Yeah, but we need the wall to continue, so that's the problem. Okay, let's do this. Let's start. I think the most important part is the wall, because the wall is deciding everything else around it, right? Is deciding everything else around it. So we need the wall first. If we don't have the wall in the right shape, we cannot design anything around it, right? So we need the wall in the right shape. And the only thing that we know is that the wall should not interfere with this entrance. Actually, at the moment, I think if we stay at the level of this tower, is not interfering. So we can, yeah, we can put it there. Okay, how many walls I need? I don't know, but in Blender, we have the thing. So we have the thing with the entrance. You see, the entrance is in the right place. Now it's completely different, but because this is the old map, but we have the entrance. So I think what I can do, I can take this part, right? Try to get this wall piece, right? Try to get this wall piece together with all its small pieces. So that we keep it complete, right? And now, can I duplicate only this piece? Yes, I can. And then we duplicate only this piece, right? And then we take this piece and I think we need to cut it off in, I don't know how many parts, but quite some parts. Oops, what happened? I don't know, sometimes. Ooh, sometimes. So we need to move this guy here, rotate it some, and rotate it some. And now with this guy, which is actually an horizontal guy, we go like here. And we try to see how it can be split, right? I think it should be split. And the problem would be the connections, but yeah, I think we need the connections. I think we need stairs then, or ladders. We need ladders on the side to go up, because it should be walkable in theory, right? Should be walkable. So the first piece, I think, basically arrives at the tower. It basically arrives at the tower in a very, I cannot move it. I think I need to go Z to move it. Arrives at the tower in a very rough, a bit of a rough way, but I don't have a better solution. So it will arrive like to the side of the tower like this, and we can fill this part. Okay, so this part needs to be closed, obviously, somehow. Then after, I don't know, something like this, so up to here, we will let me maybe separate it, because otherwise we are gonna edit the other one as well. So something like up to here, we are going to split it. I don't know if we can really split this thing. I think we cannot split it in an easy way. There will always be a bit of a piece that is missing. Because even here, you know, or you split, if I split here, maybe I can split here. Okay, that's very nice. Okay. So maybe we can use this part then. Yes, let's use this part then. And so also to do the other side, so that we don't finish. Or maybe we can just, you know, cut it off here. Yeah, I think if we do this and we cut off all these faces, I think we are clean. Yeah, I think we are clean. Okay. So here we are from clean to clean, but I think I can duplicate the same guy multiple times, same length. So actually, I think I don't need I think I don't need the lower part anymore. I will just duplicate this guy plenty of times. Maybe it's better if I close it first and then I duplicate, but I would like to see how many of these we need and how they look, right? So that's a bit of the idea. So let me separate it again. And let me maybe, for now, delete this guy. And okay, so yeah, the ending will be kind of rough, right? The ending will be kind of rough. Unless we invent something, but the ending would be kind of rough. Also, the problem may be that if here we have the hill, then the people can just jump in very easily. So the hill should go down before that, a bit before that, right? So there is enough space to be defended. So then we will have another piece, which is here. I'm just trying to reason on the number of pieces. We need only 2 pieces? So with 2 pieces, we basically reach this part. Interesting. Interesting, boys. So in theory, we could cut off this wall thing. And we could cut off which is the part that I made right? So with 2, well, it's not exactly 2 walls are not enough, but we are very close, right? We are very, very close. It's 2 walls and a piece. Maybe we can just duplicate another piece of this one and then join it, because here I did some work to actually join these two parts, but I think the result is a bit shitty. So maybe, you know what we can do? We can cut it off. We can cut it off like this, make it clean again, right? Make it a clean cut again. Then we can take, I think it's 1 block. So it's from like here to here, right? Wait, I think I took too much. Oh fuck, on the other side is not, why? No, it must be, boys. Please, yeah. Like from here to here, and I just duplicate. Why is skipping this part? Come on, please. Take only what's needed. Yeah, exactly. Okay, maybe I can just duplicate this. and we can then try to join the two somehow, right? There will be a bit of stretch, yes, on this side. There will be a bit of stretch, but I don't think it will be too bad. I don't think it will be too bad. I think I can try to align. I think I can try to stick this thing to this. Yes, so maybe we will join it. I think we can join it. We can join it here. So if I select all the vertices here and I merge by distance, I think they will, yeah, kind of stick together. And now for this part, unfortunately we need to bend things a bit. If we can reach the same height, but I don't think so, because this height, and I will close it here, eh? Maybe we can rotate it. We can rotate it a bit more, but the more we rotate it, the more will be tough to join in that location, right? So I think I need to move this guy exactly on top of this, right? And be sure that we are, oops, what? And be sure that we are kind of in the same line, like this. And the only thing I'm thinking is how it will work for the slope, right? Because I think for the slope there is no other way for us than duplicating a bit the lower part of the wall. If we don't do it, I think it will not look okay, because the slope will arrive basically here at the corner, and this is not a good idea. So I think that at least on this side, but probably also on the other side, I need to take this wall. So I need to take all these faces that for some reason I cannot select. I don't know why, but they should be selectable. I take all these faces, right? And I just duplicate them and I put them below this part. Now it will look kind of, yeah, duplicated, but the problem is that they are not vertical. Fuck. But it's okay. I think we can live with that. I can just make the lower part bigger. I can scale the lower part on the X or whatever it is. Let me try to scale it on the X and see what happens. No, this is not a good idea. It's going to fuck up everything. Let me see if I can scale local. No. I think I need to scale view or something. Because I need this thing to scale, or I can just move it manually. Maybe it's easier if I just move it manually. Or I scale to view. If I put this perfectly horizontal and I scale to view, and I scale to view X, no, to view Y, yes, and I make it slightly bigger like this, I think it may, yes, exactly, it may fit. Now I think this part we can do. This part is a bit tricky because we are going into the arena. Yeah. We are going into the arena tunnel, so well, as long as the arena tunnel is before the conjunction with the end, and it is, so imagine we have an horizontal wall on top of it. I think it's kind of fine. I think it's kind of fine. I think it's kind of fine. I mean, it should be fine. Okay, let's try like this, okay? Let's try to have a lower wall like this, which is connected to the top one. So it becomes a very big wall, but it's okay. So this fixes this connection, okay? Now, what I need to do is basically to stick every no, the opposite. No. Wait. Is basically to stick all these vertices to these vertices, right? And so it will become kind of a single object, right? I can do it on both sides, and then I think we are good. This will become a huge wall, but we are not going to use it fully. We are just going to use kind of the lower part of it, right? So I think it will be still reasonable when you look at it. It will not look that massive, because at least half of it will be anyway covered by the ground, right? It's not too many vertices, so it's fairly quick. It is kind of quick, boys. So yeah, I think I will spend some time improving the areas now. I think we are ready for it. I think we are ready for improving the playable areas. There is quite a lot to do, but I think it's very worth it, because we need to create, you know, a more realistic look around the city. And hello, Felipe. Hi. You are Brazilian. Are you also developer? Okay. You are working with Unreal in Blueprints. Nice. Hello, Felipe. You're very welcome. So, which kind of MMO are you making? I mean, is it fantasy? Is it science fiction? What are these pieces that are left in the middle? I have no idea. I think they are probably the... I don't know. We don't need them, right? I don't think so. Okay, now we can merge the vertices just because we can. Okay, so now we have this nice big wall, right? This nice big wall, and so our land can go, you know, along this line, and then go down along this line, and then go here, right? So I think that the connection is good. And now the problem is to connect this part with this part. It doesn't look very easy, but I hope we can do it. I think the best will be to start to bend slightly this piece a bit. So maybe if I go from the top, where am I? I lost myself. We are here. Okay. Okay. Please. Please, Blender, help me. Blender doesn't want to help me, that's the problem. Okay, so if I go here, why I don't see anymore the other piece? Because I'm upside down. I want to be up. Okay. Now we are in the right place. Now we are in the right place. No, I was saying, what if we take the place where it splits? So we take all of this in X-ray mode. It's a fantasy MMO. Okay, 1 year of progress, well advanced. Nice. Yeah, you can also post some. If you want to post some links here, you can. No, there's no problem. I mean, it's good that you asked before, but now that you asked, I think it's okay. You can post a screenshot or something, or a video. I don't know if you have it. You need to post it with without the dots, so that otherwise it will be cut off. Otherwise it will be banned. I don't know what to say. Will be, yeah, removed by the automatic protection system. I don't know if I should do this, like rotating a bit and moving a bit. I know it may not look right, but we need a, oops, but we need a bit of rotation, right? We really need it to match this other guy. And then we need the same on this guy. So we need a bit of rotation. Need a bit of rotation here as well. Where is the cutoff point? The cutoff point is here in the middle. Okay. So maybe we can take then for this guy everything here and everything here. No, excluding, wait, no. Excluding the border. Yeah, so we take I don't know if I rotate only this part, what will happen. I think it will look a bit weird, but I can try. If I rotate a bit like this and then I move it a bit like this. Okay, and then I think at this point we have no other way than just joining the vertices, you know, which will stretch the geometry and the texture, but we don't really care too much. So I will do this. I will join this guy with this guy, so we will make it one object, and then we will go in edit mode and we will stick vertex to, well, maybe the best will be to join at center, right? Yeah, I think I can join at center. Is probably making it look better. So for example, these two guys merge at center. I mean, it will obviously stretch a bit, because they are not, you know, supposed to be that far apart from each other, but I don't think I have another way. That is the best approximation. Okay, so this will be the wall. And now we need to do the same on the other side. It's not that easy to navigate into this because these ones are very distant from each other, but I don't know exactly what will happen, but we will see. Okay. So it becomes a bit like this, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah, it looks a bit weird, but you know. We don't have many other ways, so because we are constrained to the okay. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So he has this, you know, curve a bit. Hello, Shlu. How are you, Shlu? Shlulu. In reality, Shlulu. Or Shlulu. Okay, on this side, I don't think we need to close it because we'll be all ground, right? All the ground coming down like this. And on this side as well, will be all ground coming down like this. So I think that this part looks okay. Now, the problem that we have is here in the connection. We need to do the same in terms of matching the two. So maybe what we can do, we can raise a bit. Let me see if we can do a bit of the same trick, but so take all of this and move it only on the Z a bit up. What the fuck? Because it's view. No, view, no. Global. And move it a bit up. And then maybe exclude this piece. Wait, did I exclude it? I said exclude, not include, huh? And then we move this up again. Wait. So we move it up again a bit. And I don't know, I think that's it. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need much more than that. Now we need to close this guy, right? We need to close this guy. So we need new geometry. Now I think if I can copy some geometry from somewhere else, it will help me but unfortunately I don't think we really can. Let me think. If I copy this piece, with this as well, and I put it there, the middle will stretch a bit, but I think it may still work. But then I will need another vertex in the middle that I don't have. Because I need to create the horizontal. Yeah, but I think it's a start anyway. I think it's a start. Okay. Let me try to do it. So if we take this piece, we duplicate it, we put it, I don't know, here. Then we rotate on the Z minus 90. and then we stick it there. So we move it. Okay. Well. Anyway, when I stick the vertices, they will go into the right spot, so it's not a problem. Okay. Okay. Well, this one actually is not perfectly in the right spot, but because this one in theory should be slightly to the right, but something like that. But it's okay. It's okay. We are not. Again, perfection is not an objective. Perfection has never been an objective here, okay? So, okay. So now if I try to stick this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, and this guy, I will have to move it, you know, in a good spot. Otherwise, yes, otherwise that happens, right? Otherwise that thing is happening. So I will have to move it on the Y. I will have to move it like this. I don't know why this thing is at the back, but anyway, something like this, okay? So this will close this piece, but it will not close the this thing is here. So for this thing is here, we need we need two new faces, and we need to texture them like this. So I think I will have to retexture them actually. So let's create one face, and let's try to UV that guy. Let's try to UV that guy. Project from view. Project from view. And then we will take this guy and we will put it. We will scale it up a lot and put it like here. I don't know if you want to have this color thingy. Probably not. I think something like this would be enough. Why it looks completely fucked up? Don't tell me that he did the vertical and horizontal the opposite way, huh? Cannot believe it. It looks completely fucked up, like if he inverted the horizontal and the vertical ones. No, no. Then I don't understand. Why? Why so fucked up? Why this thing is so fucked up? I don't get it. What? Yeah, I think we have the vertical and horizontal. I think we have the vertical and horizontal fucked up because there is no other possibility. Boys, I don't understand what is the issue. No, we don't. So it was actually correct in the other orientation. But I don't know, it looks so weird. Why it looks so weird? What? No, I don't understand what is going on. Now I triangulated it, and now it changed the position of this thing. What the fuck? Because if he's a quad, is mapping it differently? What the hell is going on? Do you think is mapping it differently if he's a quad? Okay, now it's the same shitty quality. I mean, it's anyway. I mean, it's not the best quality. I know, boys. I know. I'm aware of that. I'm completely aware. But if in the future we improve the texture, this part will improve as well. Okay, so don't worry. At least it's about the same. Is about the same resolution, right? She's not great, I know, but it's what we have. Now, we do it on the other side as well. Easy peasy. And then we merge the vertices, okay? And then we merge in X-ray mode. In X-ray mode, we merge all these ones by distance. Okay. Okay, so we created a kind of a side piece. Now we will need a ladder or something to go up, because otherwise it will not be possible for the people to actually walk there, right? And we want this thing to be walkable. In theory, the best would be if the guy that has to walk would be protected somehow, but so in theory, the best, you know, from the protection point of view, this thing should go like on the inside, but I think it will look bad, so we're not gonna do it. We are not gonna do it. Okay. Now, if we go back to the other piece, so now we have a kind of a wall that is in the right location, is the right height, and has the right side piece. Now we need for this other guy to be pretty much the same, so we can copy the ending, absolutely. So we will copy the ending part here. Wait, let me go a bit closer maybe. We're gonna copy all these pieces and duplicate it and move it to the other guy down here. And okay, and I think we can that piece is not yet part of the overall structure. I think we can make it part of the overall structure now. So I joined it. So now this is a single piece, and we can, it should already be, let me see if it's already, there is a bit of a discrepancy, I don't know why, but I don't really care. I think it's fine. Let me see if I can hide this tower a second. Okay. And I think this part is okay. We can select them all in X-ray and merge by distance. Okay, so we have a single piece now. We have a single piece. Yeah, it's going into this tower a bit in a rough way. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking if maybe here at the tower we can do We can bend. I think it will look bad though. Or can we have this tower without the top part? Do you think that will look bad? Let me see if this tower is without the top part. What happens? Okay. Let me see what happens. And then we can go back in case, huh? But if I remove all of this and all of this, and then I remove, no, I remove also this. And so it becomes like a normal tower. The problem is that he has a hole in the middle. That's not very nice. That's not very nice. So we don't have, well, actually we have that. Okay. Okay. So let me try another way. So we delete this. We delete this. And then we use the middle of this part. As a top, you know, I want to use it as a top of the other piece, if possible. I don't know if it's possible, but we're gonna try. So we use now this guy as a top. I just need to scale it. I need to scale it on the, I need to scale it on the not Z. Ah, fuck. But I need to scale it on the medium point, on the not Z. Yeah, exactly. And if we make it kind of the same size, fuck, this thing never works, boys. I mean, it's not that really people are going to analyze this, you know, but I think it would just look bad if we don't do it properly. It will just look visually stupid, right? And we don't want something to look visually stupid. So I think I will do this. I will then stick this one to this, and I think we can merge vertices fairly easy. Merge by distance. I think I need to increase the distance a lot because 8 vertices. Okay, nice. Okay, so now we can take maybe all of that and move it down. So it becomes like an element of the tower, but not an impeding element. Oops. I don't know, something like that. Right? In theory, we should open here, but we don't care for now. Okay. We just want this part not to look too cramped. I mean, too tight that is unusable. And here maybe we will have a ladder in the future. Okay, a ladder that goes from here to here. Or you can imagine that there is a ladder. Okay. Just imagine that. Anyway, I like the tower also without the top. It's not bad. Okay, now the other problem that we have is so this part is fine. The terrain will go down here, and then we'll reach this part. But here we have the tunnel for the arena. And I think here on the side we need at least one piece. I don't know how many, but I think that we need probably 1 or 2, maybe 3. 3 pieces like this to go here, and to anyway be a wall on the side, so that yes, so that again we can have the terrain go down and not be exactly touching the tower. right? But the problem here we have is that in that point, which is pretty much here, you see we have the tunnel, so we cannot really intersect with the tunnel. Yeah, but I think the 1, 2, and 3, maybe even 4. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. I think 3 is okay. I think 3 is okay. So we can intersect that, and so we will have another piece. Now this thing, I think also the lower part will need a side wall. Yeah, I think so. I think also the lower part will need this thing. So we will have to duplicate it and scale it somehow. For me, it looks strange. Why don't only copy paste the foot of the tower and make it higher? What do you mean? So to make the bottom of the tower higher, I think the texture will stretch too much. I mean, I could make a double tower. Yeah, that's also a possibility, to make it like a double tower, but I don't know. Okay, now we have a problem, but I can scale to view again. I can scale to view. Wait. Okay, it will not be perfect, but it's fine. And the bottom. Yeah, this one needs to be a bit more in the middle, but you know, no one knows how much. No one knows. Okay, anyway, so there is another block, you know, going down. So now if we unhide everything, so yes, I understand what you mean. You mean to make the tower double the height, so that the tower will arrive up here, right? I think it will look a bit weird from this side, so it will be a very high tower. While like this, I think it looks like you have, you know, multiple walls going down. And yeah, it still is not an optimal solution, but it's still not an optimal solution. I mean, I can try to stretch the tower up. So basically move the tower here, move the tower up here, and then duplicate the bottom. I can also do that. Like duplicate the wall bottom part. And so duplicate everything except this and maybe this, I don't know. And this, fuck. And this. Like, and duplicate this piece and make a double tower. I think that's also possible, but I think it will look anyway weird. I mean, one way or another, this wall construction looks strange, you know, because the height is so much. So because now this one will look better, right? Just in front of us, this part will look better, but then this part will look weird. So because the tower will be too far from the bottom. Even if I make it, you know, match the sides, kind of match the sides and like this, I think it will still look a bit weird. Maybe it's better. Do you prefer it this way? I can do it this way. Do you prefer it this way? We can have an higher tower. Why not? I mean, it will look better here, right? It will look better this part, but it will look a bit weird here. But yeah, I agree that towers should always be above, you know, the wall. Do you prefer this way? Tell me something. Tell me which one you prefer. Tell me right now. Tell me right now. Like this or like this? So this one looks better here, you see? And the other one looks better up there. I don't know, I think it's pretty much the same, boys. I think it's pretty much the same. It's not optimal anyway, so... And consider that here we will have a ladder, okay? There will be a ladder that goes from here to there. And so it will kind of connect the two, and we'll have another ladder here. I think it's fine. I think we can live with this. Okay, so now we have this piece. We have this piece. We actually didn't connect. I think we did not connect this part though. So we still have a bit of a problem. We still have a bit of a problem. Thank you. No, I wanted to select. Okay. GG. Why is not going down? Because these ones are not connected. Why they are not connected? It seems that these two are not. Okay, I think that now they are. You like it, but it's the same? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so this will be closed there. Now we need to fix the connection here because it really looks bad. It really looks bad. One thing we can do, we can just delete the inside here. So in theory, we could delete. The problem is that if I delete that, I also lose. Let me try what happens. Yeah, I also lose that part. No, I cannot do it. So this thing will just live inside the tower. No one will see them, but they will still exist. So we will do this. We will take these two guys, only these two guys, and we will move them inside a bit. So no one, come on, select only these two. No one will see them, right? Because they are inside the tower, so no one will see them. And we do the same for this, and the same for this. So they are now invisible. These ones maybe. Okay, also this I need to move, huh? Inside the tower. I mean, inside the building, inside the wall. Okay, these ones maybe we can make so that they are exactly in the right spot. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe these ones we can, yeah, move them like here. So they seems that they are matching the end of the wall, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. We do the same on this side. Okay, so it looks like he's matching that. Okay. Now the problem is the part below, because actually this is a multi-part object. So he has two vertices. I can stick to edge and I think we can solve it. But these two are super far apart. Really super far apart. Oh my god. Yes, they are. They are. I mean, this one we can try to stick to this, but yeah, maybe. Which means this one sticking to this, even if it's already corrupting a bit the geometry, the texture. It's fucking up the texture quite a bit, which is a pity, but I don't know what else to do. And this one we can stick to edge, I guess, and try to put it, you know, here somewhere. And the bottom, hey, the bottom, if I stick it, I think it will look super weird. Yeah, as expected. As expected. No, like this is not working, boys. Like this is not working. Yeah, it's not working because we have some extra geometry there. Or we completely delete. Yeah, I think we should completely delete this too. And oops. And we should try to make like an average of these two, so like a merge at center, so that yes, it's bad, but it's not that bad, right? Yeah, something like that I think is reasonable. Okay, so I think on this side we are fine. Oh my god, sometimes I'm clicking on stuff and it's just going places. I mean, if we really want, we can move this one down a bit so that the texture is less stretched, and I think is a good idea. And now on this side, I think we should do the same. Okay, this is already merged, huh? That is already merged. So we can just move it down a bit. And this one we are trying to move edge like we did on the other side, which I think was a good idea. No, this edge, boy. Yes, this edge, exactly. And I think we will do the same. So we're gonna delete these two faces, and then we are gonna merge by center, And so basically the result is the same as the other side. I mean, it's a bit weird as a structure. Maybe I can move this one so that makes it, yeah. It looks like we have a bit of a, why? Okay. Better. Okay, I think it's fine. Again, not perfect, but fine. It will look a bit weird, but we will have anyway. We will have anyway some. Actually, all of this is not needed, boys. I mean, it looks like it's needed, but in reality, it's not. If I delete it, nothing is gonna happen. Okay. Okay, it's a bit cleaner. Ah! No, we have a hole. No! Okay, let's leave it. I don't want to mess up with something if then it's not gonna work. It's okay. Basically there is one part. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's leave it there. No one is gonna see it. It's inside a building, so it will be completely invisible. Okay, so this will be the end result, right? This will be the end result. So one wall going down, another wall going down, the weird tower, and the other tower. Okay, then we can place 2 ladders. So I think that this piece is pretty much done. Now, I don't know if it fits for real, but the idea is that it should. So what we can do, we can save and then take this guy, do object origin to geometry, okay, which is something that we did already a few other times. Then move everything to 0, 0, 0, 0. Then extract this piece, export this piece as Isla West wall, do an export, and then we bring it back in the right place. Okay, so that when we look at the world map, it's still in the right place, but when we export it now in Unreal, we should have it. Okay, so Isla West wall, let me re-import. Holy fuck. I didn't click on selected object only, it's re-importing the whole city. Oh my god. Fuck. 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 Okay, so we need to close the editor and not save anything, or we will have everything double and everything in wrong places and everything with wrong material. So whatever I did compared to the last save, I'm gonna lose, but at least we are not going to mess up with that. Would be nice when if you are importing 600 objects, they would like ask you, like, do you really want to do it, you know? But it's not asking you that, so we re-imported the wall city, which obviously is the wrong city. I really hope that he didn't autosave, because if he autosave, we are in trouble. We are in trouble, but let's see. Let's see, boys. Let's see what it says. Ah, fuck. I don't know why. Yeah, I didn't have the selected selected object only here. You see, selected object, and so it re-exported the whole city. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I'm a bit scared because the re-import on the existing object may have... No, but I think anyway, it's not going to autosave any of that, so it should be fine. It should be fine. I think it should be fine. And I didn't do too many changes, I think, since the last save, so... I think it should be okay. I think it should be fine. Crossing fingers. Cross your finger, boys. Now is the time. Now is the time to cross your fingers. Now is the time to cross your fingers. Why is it taking so much time? He wants to have the tension rising, you see? 40%, stuck at 40%, like, should I destroy your city or should I keep your city? Should I destroy it or keep it? Should I destroy or keep? Okay, here it was the place where I did the last change, I think. Let me see how far we are from where I was. So it was before the import. Holy shit. Yeah, it's a bit in the past, but yeah, it's like 1 hour or so, but it's not too bad because all the major changes were done. So yeah, I think it's okay. I did more changes here to the arena, which I think that are not taken into account because we lost them, but I mean it's not too much. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Anyway, we have no other solution, so that's it. That's it, boys. That's it. Okay, nice. So we'll start from here. So I will re-import this time selected object only, right? This guy 434. 434 looks like a lot, but probably because he's exporting also the textures or what? File, export, FBX. selected only, Idla West Wall, geometry, edge, export, 434, 1110. Yeah, it's this one. There's no way. Ah, fuck, I did another mistake that now I re-exported in the wrong place, but do you want to override the existing asset? No. Wait a second. I need to do something. I need to move. So every time we do this, every time we export, we need to move the object in 000 because it's more manageable inside Unreal, right? Selected object. Okay. It's more manageable inside Unreal because you have the pivot in the right place, and it's better to move it around. Also, the other thing we should do, instead of doing import here, we should just go here, yes, exactly, and say re-import base mesh. Yeah, that was probably the way I should have done it, by the way. Okay, so we have our new wall here in Unreal. As you can see, apart from this bleeding of shadows, which I still need to understand what the hell is that, but apart from those, it's fine. So we can save it, and we can put it Idla West Wall. Idla West Wall is here. Why if I say wall, it was not showing up? Ah, yes, it was. Okay, now we put it like this, and then we try to understand what is the right orientation, right, for it. And we see how it looks, boys. It's a very big wall, so I don't know if I really should keep it as a one piece, or if maybe we should, you know, split it in multiple pieces for like collision point of view. Okay, so the point is that, well, I think it's fairly easy to position it because the tower here is the one that needs to be in the right place, because this one you see is the connection with that. So this one needs to be like this. Let me just clear out the landscape, because now the landscape is going to change a lot, right? Now we have the possibility to flatten all of this and to remove all these artificial mountains. All these mountains were created just to make a natural barrier, you know, between the different parts of the city. But this is just because it was the way we did it in the old game. But I think it's much better to have the proper walls, okay? Instead, like we are doing now. And so, yeah, you see that all this stuff is totally useless now. So I think we need somehow to cut off. I think I need to destroy it all, and then we will see what to do. I need to destroy all this part. And probably also remove the rocks and everything. So we can have a much lower mountain now, because as you can see, this thing is lower. So it's at the level of the houses. At least it should be. Also, if you want, we can have, you know, a lower ground here, so we can have more space. We can have more space for the city. Right? There can be a garden here or something. There can be a garden. We can maybe move also these things and put more trees. And now, this thing is going down a lot. But, okay. Now, let me move all these boulders. They were added just to do this artificial. Let me move them you know, far away so that they don't, like in the middle of the plaza, so they don't get into the way too much. We may still need some of those, okay? For the, yeah, mainly for the side, like we said. We need one for the side. But apart from that, all of this become useless, right? And we finally have a normal, okay. I think my calculation is fairly, oops, what happened? What is this? I think my calculation is fairly good. As you can see, 3 pieces is basically at the border of the tunnel. So I think we are in a very good shape. Also, is passing above the tunnel, and so I think we can make it look good. We can make it look good. I don't know exactly what will happen to this area. Okay, we need to decide what will happen to this part of the mountain. We will see, but for now we don't need it. On this side is a bit too high. The terrain is a bit too high. I think we can go lower than this. I think we can go, yeah, as low as that. So that we use, let's say, the protection of the full wall also on this side. Anyway, our problems are not finished because we have the wall winch to do. What is that? What is that guy? Who is that guy? Home. Okay. There was something hidden there. Okay, so we flatten this, right? So that we see the full wall. And now, yes, and now here we will have a bit of a problem. But here, I think my idea, I still need to think a bit about it, but my idea is to completely dismount this mess that was created. And it was created because we had the old, you know, the old setup, and so completely dismantle that. Some of these rocks can stay, but I don't think that we need all of them. I'm thinking that maybe we can have a top, you know, of this thing, maybe of the same material that we see here, just on the other side, so we can make that material two-sided. Maybe that would be enough, right? The only problem of that material is that I think is used in other places. Game world. Whole ground bricks. All there is a ceiling or not? No, there is a mural. There is a pillar. Probably we are using the top the same way we are using the side. I think I can try to make this one two-sided and see what happens. No, it's not that. At least it doesn't look like that is doing anything. Strange though, because it must be one of those. Ah, okay, it's this lower part. Is this lower part? Okay. Okay, so it's not that. It's not that. Wait. It's not this one, so it's not the wall. Maybe it's the brick. I don't know where, I mean, if you are reusing this in other places. Yes, the brick is this part, but it's still not the top though. It's still not the top. Okay, so it's not this one. So it's not that. It's not that. So or is the pillar or is the ground? Maybe, but the ground looks this one. I don't know. Let's try the ground. Maybe the ground is considered the ceiling as well. Yes, okay. So in theory like this, we could have a ceiling if we want. We could have a ceiling across the wall tunnel, right? And so we could have some mountains going on the side, but then still see the ceiling. There is one solution, one possible solution. I'm not saying it is the best solution, but that's one possible solution. So we'll basically remove all of this mess, you know, and just keep something on the sides, and we will just see the tunnel from the top. I don't know. Let's check how it looks, and then we will see what to do. We will decide what to do. Now, obviously here we will need some material, okay? Not only to close this piece, but not only to close this, but also to close the side. Because, you know, if you think about it, it's a bit stupid that they built the tunnel in the only place there was rock, you know. I mean, it's totally stupid. The problem is that with the landscape, as you can imagine, we cannot go above. We cannot go above it. So I can go to the side like this, right? And I can cover it like that, but I cannot go above it. So above, or we leave this tunnel top, or we need somehow to remake it. The problem is that this tunnel is so thin that you see, as soon as I paint the landscape is going inside, because he has no depth. I mean, he has no width, so it's just one panel. So that's a bit annoying. That's very annoying. But we can do a bit of a trick by using actually these stones. So this is why the stones were there from originally, and I think they still make sense. So in certain parts like this, I think we can still put the stones on top, right? And this will basically cover the issue. This will cover the problem. On the side, I don't need it, except well, yeah, I think I need it a bit on the side, unfortunately. The problem is that it looks a bit weird. So or we remake the tunnel so that it's really a full structure, you know, or it will look a bit weird. Let me see if I remove this one. Yeah, you see the result. The result is, yeah, I think we need to remake this tunnel also by also having the outside. I think it's the easiest, boys. And I think it's the best, by the way. I think we should take this tunnel and create an outside wall, which is actually a normal wall. I don't know exactly this one. long hall, arena corridor. By the way, this thing is made in pieces. Oh my god. This thing is made in pieces. No. Holy fuck. How come? This thing is made in pieces. But maybe we are lucky and are all instances of the same piece, and so if we change one piece, we change everything. Maybe. There are so many pieces. Look at that. There are so many pieces. So I will have to change each one of those, creating the outside. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. We will have basically to redo the outside here. Why it looks so good here and it looks so shitty in game? Why it looks so nice here and it looks super bad? I think it's because the shadows are still bleeding in. Yeah, I think we have a freaking problem that these pieces, this one should not cast shadow at all. Let me see if we can remove cast shadow. Much better. Okay. There are still other pieces that are casting shadows, but basically all the grills should not cast shadows. Okay. So that you get, you know, the better effect. Still this top looks completely black. I think this is again the bleeding from the top because it's not double-sided, but I know now it's double-sided now, but because you know what happens if I make everything double-sided, because I could make everything double-sided. Let's try 1 second, okay? Let's make everything double-sided. If we make everything double-sided, now we will have an outside, which looks very black because, yeah, but still there is a part, which is this one. Apart from the stretch, which is insane, the stretch of the texture, which is insane, is completely. But maybe this can be a solution though. I don't understand where is this part. I think I opened, oh no, this one, two-sided. I mean, it's a kind of an ugly fix, I know it's a kind of an ugly fix, but basically this will allow us to have a full tunnel, right? This will make it a full tunnel, so it will be so much easier to connect. It'll be so much easier to connect. It will still look a bit weird because, like, for example, here we will have to, 1 second, let me save the current level so that in case I mess up again. So I was saying that here I will have to to add material, right? To add material. But it looks okay from this side, but when I go in, you see the material will be inside. But maybe what we can do, we can have a bit of a hill. Yeah, I think it's doable. I think it's doable, because if we have a bit of a hill like this, it will bleed inside very, very, very little. You see, it's bleeding, but it's bleeding very little. Or we leave with this bleeding, or because as soon as I remove it, you see, as soon as I remove it, the outside will look like that. But maybe we can put some rocks or stuff on the side and make it look acceptable. The other problem we have is the match with okay, so all of this, let me remove all of this huge mountain, because now we don't need this huge mountain anymore. So all this huge mountain can be deleted. Maybe if I make my tool a bit bigger, it will be easier. All this huge mountain is now totally useless, and we are gonna remove it. Now, I don't know how much we're gonna remove it, if all of it, but yeah, probably nearly all of it. Because the point is that you don't make a city with a huge mountain next to it that people can just jump into the city from the mountain, right? So I think that doesn't look like a good idea. Unfortunately, this was the way our city was made before. So basically now I need to, if I restart from here, right? If I restart from here, and we will then smooth this part, okay? So because we don't want this part to mess up with us, but we have a problem here though. Fuck. We need to close also this side. We need to close this side, or if we can move this wall slightly. Well, first of all, let me remove the let me remove the extra stuff. Because it's not needed. And then I will make it, you know. Okay. Here we are exactly at the right level, right? Yes, here we are exactly at the right level. Now here we have a bit of a problem that we need to fix. But I think this way the city will look so much better, because you will actually have, you know, space around, so you could actually walk around the walls, and there may be, yes, maybe farms or something else, you know, between the walls and the arena, and it will look so much meaningful. Than what is now. Okay, for now I'm just destroying the landscape, but it's okay. It's fine. We just need to see how it looks, you know, with the new wall. Okay, so the new wall, at least up to here is good. And so we need to keep this part filled in, right? We need to keep this part filled in. Down there is the arena passage. Okay, so we need, now here if we want to go down, let me remove this rock because it makes no sense anymore. This was again a way to okay. Yeah, I think that basically here we need to fill the gaps, and we will decide what to do with this. Yes, but you see that here as planned, right? As planned, here we can go down, right? With the, so I think it's starting probably there. Yes, here is starting. So we need to cover until this point, and then we can go down in a smooth way. Okay, so we can have a smooth transition down here if we want, right? And we can go even more down now, up to the level, yes, up to this level, which is actually, yes, and so in theory, yes, we can go down like this. Okay, and here we are, so here we are, let's say, using the wall at the maximum extent, right? We're using the wall the way it should be used at the maximum extent, and yeah, and here we go down. Okay, we go down, and here is the problem. How do we connect this piece to this piece without going inside of the tunnel, right? Now, the stupid solution that we found was to add these rocks, like for example this rock, right, can stay, you know, in between these two thingies. And this can do this, and here I need to go up a lot though. Here I need to go up, reaching, yeah, I need to like to reach that rock, right? So that is really closing it out. So in reality, I will have to flatten based on this height if I want to do it the right way, right? So that now we see the tunnel going out of the city, walls this side. The problem we have is that now we are leaking into the, for sure we are leaking into the tunnel. Yes, we are leaking a lot, you see? We are leaking a lot into the tunnel. And that's a problem for sure. Now the question is, can we find, can we find a compromise so that we are not leaking too much, but still, you know, the outside looks okay? I don't know. Because in theory here I can open because I see the angle of the, I see the corner, you know? I see the corner and it's not a problem to see that corner now because we have a double, the double face material. So also here I don't need this corner anymore. I don't need these rocks anymore. I can just have, you know, all these rocks now in theory can go because I don't need them anymore to, because I made a double material, the double-sided material. It looks a bit thin for sure. Maybe I can still have, you know, maybe I can still have one just to justify the fact that these rocks are super huge. Maybe I can still have one to justify the fact that we decided to have an entrance like that. So, I mean, why you decided to have an entrance there, right? I think we can still have a rock like here, put this way. That is making a kind of a transition, you know? It's making a kind of a transition into that wall. Yeah, the problem is that it should not leak in. And I think this will be the typical place to be stuck on, right? So you will be stuck there a lot, eh? I know already. I know already. You will jump here, fall into this pit, and then say, ah, you can get stuck there. Why? Why you can get stuck? I know. I know. I think the mix of, you know, a rock like this and the landscape, I think it looks nice. So like having the rock and the landscape like blend together, I think is fine. I think that for now I will leave it like that. There is this other big rock there which looks a bit stupid, but if I don't put it there, it will look even more stupid. That's the problem. Maybe, you know what I can do? I can make it smaller so that it looks a bit less stupid. The only problem, yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. Maybe something like that. Because I need to close this transition. I don't have a way to do it with the landscape, so or I do it with geometry, or I do it with a stupid rock like that. I don't have a better way to do it. Unless I want to work on the geometry and, but even if we have a leaking of this rock at the top, I don't think it's too bad. I think it gives a kind of a variation and I think it's fine. And also if we have some leaking on the side, I think it's okay. Unless, I mean, we don't want a massive leaking, but I think a bit of leaking in, I think is accepted. Okay. Okay, it's not a beautiful transition, I understand. It's not very beautiful, but it's anyway a transition, okay? So we will leave it as that for now. We will leave it as that for now. I need to destroy this mountain though, because this mountain makes no sense anymore. I mean, there can be a mountain here. There can be one, but not that much, right? Not that much. Yeah. I think I can do a ramp between there and, I don't know, here. See what happens. Boom. Wow. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. So this huge mountain has no meaning anymore. We can live without. We can really live without it. On both sides. On both sides. And also I think I want more space here next to the arena, you know, for the people to actually walk, because why should be like this? Right? And here if you want to have, you know, some, you know, playable areas that are connected to the main arena area, that would be nice. I don't know why it's lagging so much. I think the stream is lagging, I know, but also my PC is lagging. I don't know exactly why, but at the moment it's lagging a lot. The moment is really lagging a lot. I think it's when it's changing the landscape, is recalculating stuff. Is visually recalculating a lot of stuff. Yeah, for example, we could have a passage here, you know, that you can actually connect to. Why not? Where you can walk, so you should be able to walk here. The important point is that you hit a wall, right? So that you cannot really jump above this wall in any possible way. I think the easiest is here on this tower, but yeah, I think from here to there is probably the most weak point. So for all the rest of the tunnel, there were these rocks on top. I think we can still use a few if you want. So we can have in certain places, for example, it would be nice to have a kind of a bridge made of this rock, so that you have this rock between, you know, two kind of mountains that you can walk. That I think would be nice. That I think would be nice. But again, all this mountain is gonna go. It's gonna go completely. I think it's gonna go also from this side. I mean, if we want to have a mountain like this one, I'm okay to have it here, which is far away enough from the city. But I don't want to see a mountain like this next to the city and next to the protection walls, right? Because it just makes no sense. Now at this distance, I think it starts to be fine. So I don't have a problem here. So if we want a mountain here, I think we could have it. It's still a bit close, but It's not too bad. Okay, something like this. Now I will change this area, okay, but it's just to kind of reach a point where the outside of the wall is something that we can navigate. It's something that we can walk, right? So I want to be able to walk all around the walls like this. And there will be trees, there will be grass, there will be maybe even some animals or something, but right? But I want to be able to walk. Now, when I arrive here, there is a bit of a mess. Yes, I know. And actually it looks a bit like a mess. It looks a bit like a mess, I know. I mean, we can have it like something going down. Now the question would be, why the hell they built this freaking tunnel? So while there was the mountain, it was making more sense, right? Without a mountain makes less sense, but we can still keep a bit of a mountain, right? We can still keep a bit of a mountain. Oops, made a mistake. Okay, so there can be still, I mean, for a normal player, for a player that walks like at this level, that look like a fairly big, you know, annoying things to climb. And so in that respect, I think it still makes kind of sense that the tunnel was built. Yeah, so maybe we can make it instead of here. I think we can make it yes, a bit more on this side, maybe, so that these rocks, you know, start to be present more on this side. In your first day in game, it is good to find the arena entrance. You already have walked near many times, but don't know you can go this way. Well, we can put a sign that is saying arena. You know, the stupid thing is the orientation. The fact that it's oriented this way looks so freaking bad. I think if you can I delete a piece? Wait, maybe we can delete a piece. Can we delete this piece and just have the arena entrance be this way? Maybe yes. Maybe yes. I think it also makes more sense, right? Than having, oh fuck. There is one piece. No. There is one piece, but you know, we can start from here. I think it makes more sense if it's like this, you know, which is like an entrance into the wall that is going outside. And maybe here we can put some additional rocks, some additional stuff that is making it look like a better entrance, instead of having that weird, you know, left and right. Why we had this left and right? We had this left and right because here in the middle there was the loading. There was the loading of the, you know, of the other level, and so we had no way then create this left right kind of double turn thingies, and yeah, we had no other way than doing that. But I think it probably looks nicer if we just have an entrance like this, right? And actually here it starts to make sense. Actually, it starts to make sense, I think. Because actually it's a building inside the... so I can even remove this now. I think I can remove, you know? Yeah, I think it makes more sense like that. So I can remove this part, which actually looks weird. And just having the rocks, you know, and just having the rocks be the entrance. I just need to be careful. Why sometimes it's doing that? I just need to be careful that the... not to show that hole, but I think it looks better, boys. I think I like it this way more. Also, it makes more sense and it gives us more space. It gives us more space. Maybe we can have here, I don't know, a barracks or some advertising for the arena. I don't know, it can be a stand with people speaking about the arena. We can have maybe we can even have a you know, a more straight road. Instead of having the road doing the S like this, we can just have a straight road going in. Yes, I think I will do that. The problem is that to do that, I need to do some changes. I need to flatten this so it becomes a road going in, which is okay. But then I also need... wait, but then I also need to change the coloring of the landscape, right? So I need to paint the landscape. I need to make grass here. Instead of that, I think I can go 1 with power. So this one becomes no more a road, right? This one is no more a road anywhere here. And then we create a new road, which is basically going this way. So that thing is cobblestone, I think. I think it's cobblestone, yeah. So we make a road that goes like that, right? So if you are here, this is what you're gonna see. Now these sides are a bit weird, maybe we remove them. Again, terrain that is fully flat is always a bad idea. So you need to keep a bit of a variation. So maybe here we do... why the tool is so strong? Ah, yes, because I placed 1. So 0.2. We can have a bit of going up and down, you know. Like multiple levels. I think it looks okay. Here we have a huge hole, so that's not a good idea. We need to fill the land. Why we have such a big hole? I don't know, because we didn't continue with this height. We need to continue with this height at least up to here, and then we can go down a bit and down a bit and down a bit. Yeah, this wall looks a bit rough, I have to say. Looks a bit rough. We can smooth it down, so make it like a valley, so we can have a ramp that goes from here to there, you know, and just boom. Still looks a bit weird, but I think I like it more anyway. I think it improved. I mean, still looks weird, but it's a bit better. I don't know, we need to decide what to do with this area. It would be nice to have an NPC here doing something, because it's kind of a very special place, right? Oops, we have also a hole. We also have a big hole here. Why? We need to keep this height here also going this way a bit. Okay, I think we fixed it. Okay, so basically there is a hole inside the walls, which is surrounded by stones, and this is where the entrance of the arena is. And then there is this tunnel that at the moment you can see also from the outside, which I don't know if we will keep it this way, but let's say that for now is the best that we can think of. We just need to avoid this major leaking into the tunnel, right? I think we will have a much smoother slope going in all this area. Also because otherwise people will get stuck. Players will just fall into this pits and will be trouble. So let me try a 1000 smooth and try to do something like this. I don't know if it works, but I don't know if you can get stuck in here. Hopefully not. But then, you know, if we want, we can make some playable areas like this. So because whenever it's flat, you know, you can play a bit better. Meaning, I don't know, maybe in the future we will be able to construct things, you know, to make buildings, and maybe this could be a place where you would build your house. And consider at the moment we are seeing it completely without trees, right? And if I add the trees, right, if I add the foliage and the grass, it will obviously look better. Foliage and the grass, it will obviously look better. Now, considering this area is a bit ugly, I would say we can add more and more trees here, so that it's just, you know, hiding a bit the view of this wall. Now, at the moment we didn't add any because this part was so I can go into foliage and enable all the trees and paint. So you also see how to paint trees. So we enable that, and then we just boop. Okay, that's a bit too much. Yeah, they're like 3,000 trees. That's not a good idea. Why the brush is so strong? Density 0.5, size 512. I don't know. 0.1. No, it's still super dense. Density. Let me try 0.01 then. Okay. Better, thank you. Okay, so yeah, so for example, in this part we could have some trees. Now you may argue that people may climb a tree and enter into the city. Okay. But I don't think an army can climb a tree and get into the city. So yeah, so I will also have to do that. So now, for now, we're working on the landscape, but I will then have to add, you know, as needed, trees, and I think we need some more props like abandoned houses, or maybe not abandoned, maybe some farm villages or stuff. Now we have another problem. Okay, so let's say that we kind of fix this. I mean, it's not really fixed, but you start to be something. I mean, it's not fixed because it's not, but so I will have to do more passes on this. Okay, but it's becoming a bit late, and plus I want to try something else. But the idea is, I will lower this. The idea is that here there is the arena entrance, right? So you come from the plaza here, right? You have the blacksmith there, you have this thing here. I don't know, here we need to place maybe some advertising or some people that are telling you that the arena is there. But and also maybe another house. I can just copy a house, you know, and put it here. I think that would be easy to do. And so you arrive here and you see this weird entrance, which I understand is a bit weird, but and then you go through, you know, blah, 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 it's a million kilo. Whoa, here we have something. It's this big rock which is in the way. Okay, I will fix it. Is this one? No, it's something else. Yes, it's this one. Wow, this rock is huge. This rock is super. No, it cannot be that rock, boys. Yes, it was. Okay, and here we have some leaking of the. So I will have to ensure that is actually fully walkable. Okay. Okay, and you arrive to the arena. Now, if you want to try to climb here, you will be able to somehow. Okay, so you maybe not here, but here you will be able to climb, or here. So you can actually go all around the city and you can reach the walls and you can walk all around the walls, which is something that I really like. I think it's nice to be able to walk around the city. These big mountains we will delete. Okay, so these things should definitely not be here. I mean, we can have a bit, but not that much. We can have a bit, but not that much. I basically need to redo this wall part. I need to redo it completely. With new topology. Now here we have the road. So on the road, yes, we can have a bit of a mountain to the side. We can invent some topology like that. Is already better. I already like it more. This thing is a bit weird. Should not be. And maybe here we will have a passage. I mean, a kind of a place that you can walk. And okay, and here is your road, right? If you look to the left or to the right, I think we need more trees, so we will add more trees here. But again, if you want to walk all the way around the city, now you see that there are the trees, so it looks very different. But you can walk all the way around the city. Now, the big issue that we have, that we absolutely need to fix, is the access to the winch. Because yes, you have all these walls. Wow, the city is huge, by the way. Holy shit. But you arrive at a certain point, which is actually here, where oh my god, these walls, where if you just climb this mountain, you know, you will be in the winch area, and it is not something that we want, right? So let me save this meanwhile. Hello, Piatnashkin. Hey, can you you can set up landscape visibility mask in the material to paint a hole in the landscape for props, caves, and buildings. Yeah, that's very true. Actually, we did it already because we did it for some caves. That's a very good point. That's a very, very, very good point, because in theory we could have this hole, right? Yeah, you are right. I forgot about that. Is under visibility. Mask out individual quads. Mask out individual quads. But how big is a quad? Reasonable. But I think I can make it smaller, right? A quad is really a quad, so it can really be small. That's a very good point. So in theory, I could have my landscape go up anyway, right? And then have a hole in it on the side. Yeah, we did it already for a few caves, but I completely forgot about it. Thank you for that. So if we want, yeah. So if we want, we could really cover this thing. Yeah, maybe we will do it that way. Even if I like the entrance with the stones. I mean, I like the entrance like this, but okay, let's try 1 second, because I think is a but I think I will have maybe a problem with the material on the ground. Well, it can be very vertical. So if it's very okay, let's try that. If I sculpt this guy, right? So basically, I will just destroy the entrance 1 second. Okay, so we will just go up, and we will connect it to. Well, I can probably just draw a line from here, flattening everything. Right, horizontal like this. So basically now my cave is fully covered. You say I cannot go in, so it's GG. But with the visibility thingy, now making the thing smaller, I can open it up. Right now, I don't know how good this is at opening up a vertical surface. I mean, it's good and bad, because the problem is that we can, I mean, we need to make the geometry actually overlap the land, otherwise, you know, it will not work. But I can also, yeah, we will need this geometry to be longer than that. There is no other way. But I think I can do it because actually I mean, these pieces are modular pieces, so I think I can just duplicate this guy. Ah, the problem is the freaking pivot. Oh, okay. The problem is the pivot, boys, because this one was created. I think the pivot is in 0, 0, 0. Yeah, it's in the temple. Yeah, this thing has been imported exactly in the right position where it was. But maybe I can still do it. Maybe I can still do it, but I'm not fully convinced of that. Yeah, kind of. So we could have, now if we want to do it this way, no, or even better, we can cut off in the middle. Like, what if I remove the visibility in the middle? Yeah, that's probably a better idea, right? Because I don't need this thing to be, I have some space, you see, from here to here. But I mean, it's about this, it's actually about the same. I have some space. I don't have a lot of space because this, but if I put the rock, then I have space. So let me explain you what I mean. I mean that if I go back to landscape mode and I use my flatten with again a normal brush, and I do again this thing, so I'm recreating the ground here. I will have to remove the visibility. Right, and now I'm basically inside. Maybe even a bit more, like that. Now I'm inside, and now I can delete the visibility at this level, right? If I can. I think I can. Now, how will it look in the place where is joining? Well, I mean, depending on the height, it may look stupid or not, but I think if we fix the height, it can still look okay. So if I sculpt it down a bit, you know, and so it goes through the floor, I think it may still look kind of fine. Now there is a bit of a problem with the, but it's okay. Again, we are not shooting for perfection. So in this way, I could have, you know, all this part covered if I want, which maybe is better actually. I mean, it's what I wanted originally, and so we don't have to do the double-sided material anymore, right? Which maybe is better. What do you think? I mean, I can do this now, and if I do this, I think that inside I will have no problem because I'm below the landscape. I don't know if being below the landscape is a problem for Unreal, but is it? I don't think so. I mean, it should not be a problem. I don't know if there is any drawback of being below the landscape, but I don't think so because caves, I mean, this is the way to do caves, right? I mean, that is the way, the primary way to do caves. I think I fucked up a bit in the, yeah, but I think we can try this way. I want to try it and see what happens. and see what happens in game if we have any problem or anything happens. And maybe, you know what I will do? I will do one side like this, and the other side I will leave it as it is now. The other side is made the other way. I know, but I cannot, because now otherwise I will have the slide at a certain point. Yeah, I need to make both ways, because otherwise I will have, you see, I will have the slide in the face. So I need to make both sides done that way. Or I can paint the invisibility here as well. So I can at a certain point go in again and then go up again. That would be very nice, so that we can show a bit of the tunnel. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that we show a bit of the tunnel. Just for fun. Just because it's nice to see a bit of the tunnel. So we will go this way, cover it, and then at a certain point, maybe here, we show a bit of the tunnel, and then we cover it again. And then we cover it again. So the only thing I need to do, I need in all the places where we have the this thing going in, you know, to delete the visibility. Now if it's very, very thin as it is now, it may not be so easy, because we may on the outside get missing. Yeah, you see. So we get a missing, but we can trick it with stones, you know. So the way we will fix that, we will just put a stone on top of it, and that's it. Because unfortunately our geometry has 0 width. It's just one flat triangle. So can we have a more flat surface on this rock or not? But anyway, it's something like that, you know, and so you see a bit of this tunnel, which may be interesting to see. So you understand that is happening, and or not. I don't know if I like to see the tunnel or I don't like to see the tunnel, because the tunnel actually is probably not designed to be seen from the outside. I'm thinking, but maybe it's better if we don't see it. I don't know. I have to think about it, boys. Anyway, we can change it anytime. We can have few different solutions and then test what we like, what we don't like. I think the tunnel being all underground makes more sense of the why they did it, because if you have a tunnel that is above ground, I mean, just walk there, right? So don't do it. Cool idea to show a bit of the tunnel. Yeah. But there must be a reason, though. I mean, why? Because, I don't know. Because the tunnel, I think, is built for protection, so that you're getting protected from... I don't know. I like it on one side. I don't like it on the other. I have to make up my mind on it. I don't know. I think it's good and bad. I think it's good and bad. Because if you can walk outside, then the question can be, why did you do that? Why did you do a tunnel if you could have just walked, you know? Maybe because this thing was too much. This this mountain was a bit too much to destroy. Okay, so we are here again. And so what we do, we flatten up to the point where we are basically at the entrance. Ah, yes, there was a point here that the entrance was actually a bit higher. Yes, like this. And then here we delete, right? And considering we have all the rocks around, it looks okay. So we don't have to worry too much about how it looks. Yes, exactly. I think it's okay. For now, I will leave it as all covered, and then we will see what. And then we will see. But yeah, thank you a lot for reminding me that, because actually I knew it, but I didn't think about it because we used it already in other places. So the benefit of that is that we have a lot more space here to do something, right? So we have a lot more space, right? Yeah, we have a lot more space here. Now, I think again, if we can smooth it a bit, I think it's probably better. Yeah, so the tunnel is down there. So now the second problem I was telling you, but I cannot solve it now, is that we need to design, we need to design the walls for the second part of the city, which is this part here. So this part here at the moment is completely exposed, like 100% exposed. 100% exposed to attacks and everything. So we basically need, let me just understand how big is this wall. Oh my god. We basically need to connect, so to build another wall. You already had visibility already because I need a special node inside. Yes, it was already set up because as I said, we used it already. So So the point is that in this part of the city, we don't have a wall, so we will have to build it. We will have to build a wall. Should I make it white? We will have to build a wall. I don't know if I want to start from here, or if I want to start from here, or if I want to start from here. Consider that the tunnel is in this area. Okay, so this is the tunnel. I don't think we should make it too tight, in the sense that maybe we will expand the city, we will add more houses or gardens, on the side. So I don't think we should do it very, very tight like this. But at the same time, I also don't want to do it here, right? Because it will be really kind of a waste. So I think we will do kind of a middle ground between the two. So I think we will do something like that here. So here there is already a wall. I mean, it's not very visible, but there is a wall here. So we will probably cut off there. Then here maybe we will leave a bit of space. And then we will go down here and connect there. Now on this side, I mean, if it's symmetrical, I think we look a bit nicer, but even if you don't look at it from the top, but I think we can have a kind of a similar design, right? So something like that. So I need to draw two big walls. So to basically copy, I think we can do two meshes, one on the left and one on the right, which are two big walls. Now here we need to see how to connect with these buildings. And again, these big mountains were created only as a only to stop you from walking, but I think we will remove them. So we will have the wall, the city wall, and then we will have a mild hill. A mild hill where you will see this part. Maybe, or maybe not. Do you prefer to have a mountain as a natural barrier, or at least like on one side? Because on one side we can still keep it. Because everywhere natural barriers were it was looking very stupid, right? It was looking very stupid. But on one side, if it's you know, vertical enough that no one can actually, like it is now, no one can actually go up. Well, actually here you can, but if we make also this part very vertical, so you have no way to go up, right? So no attackers. So we can have a mountain maybe on one side, so which is the side opposite to the arena. Okay, so this side can stay mountain maybe. The only hard part will be to ensure that you cannot go up, because we need to be 100% sure that you cannot go up, right? Because on this part of the city there are specific quests that you can access only after doing the quest on this part of the city. So we need to be sure that it's not cheatable. And it still looks kind of okay, because like, so we will have like to build a wall. You know, like here is already looking a bit stupid, but I will have to do it way more than this if we want to ensure that there is no cheating. You know, I will really have to, you know, to make it look like this, which may look weird, you know, but so I don't know if at the end it's better to have a real wall, a real city wall, instead of a mountain that looks, you know, completely artificial. Like if someone cut off the mountain to create a natural barrier. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, boys. Having a rocky mountain next to your wall will make you vulnerable from attacks. Yes, exactly. There is a bit of the point why I decided to make walls right on this side. I think we need to ditch the mountains. I know that it's nice to have the mountains, but I think it makes no sense. If you are building all these walls, right? Kilometers and kilometers of walls, and then you are leaving one place that can be easily exploited, then GG. I mean, you build all your walls for nothing. Don't you have something like a big virtual yeah, I mean a kind of a sphere. Yeah, I understand what you mean, but I would like to avoid in the new game to do that. We had in the old game, we had invisible walls everywhere. So if you open the Blender file, right, in the Blender file, maybe it's not visible here, but yeah, these are some of them. Look, these things were invisible, but were basically a way. So if you were walking on this road, you couldn't go left or right. These were all the invisible walls. And we can do the same, but in an open world now that we have, since we can do open world, I think we should do it. Since we have the chance, you know, to have an open world and and really have people walk everywhere. I also like the mountain a bit because it is a variation to the wall, but mm, mm, but I don't know. By the way, I have two ways to do it. One way is to do it in Blender. Another way, yeah, for example, these walls have the right pivot. So in theory, I could take this thing, duplicate it, you know, and not design it in Blender anymore. So I could do that. And okay, then we need to adapt as usual. We need to adapt the wall landscape, but the only issue is when we have places that are going down like this. When we have places that are going down, we need to design a custom wall because it needs, you know, maybe a tower slightly lower, and I cannot just copy a tower and put it there because it will not be enough. I mean, somehow maybe the tower can be the way to go down with the, yeah, maybe the tower can be the way to go down actually. Yeah, I think it works actually. I think it actually works. So I could have this, and now I went down a lot, and I can restart the wall at this level, right? So yeah, I think with tower and wall, tower and wall, tower and wall, maybe we can do it also directly in Unreal. I don't know just the end of it, but if the end is another tower, I think we are fine. So it will basically look like this. Oops. Yeah, we need just to decide where to stop it, but I think we can go, you know, tower wall, tower wall, tower wall, and or even wall, because I think we can put wall. I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but I think it looks good enough, or not. Well, it looks a bit stupid, but I think we can live with that. Yeah, so something like this. So we can remove this weird mountains, which were created only for the poor. Then we can have mountains, but I want the mountains to be, yes, like this distance is okay. Okay, so if we have a flat area and then we have a mountain here, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because anyway, there is no way someone could jump in from the walls, right? But at the same time, I think you want visibility from those towers. So if you want a bit of visibility, yeah, I think it looks much better with the walls. It looks much more like a city. I like it more because it looks more like a city. Yeah, it's lagging. It's lagging a lot. Now, it will not be that flat, okay? So don't be scared. Don't be scared. It will not be that flat. We will make it interesting, okay? We will make it interesting. But yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah, we have a bit of a geometry. We have a bit of a geometry getting annoyed by the Z fighting, but with drifters, a nearby mountain renders world useless unless the mountain is unclimbable. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I think we need these kind of walls. Oh, we have a problem though. With the tower, we need to go down with the tower unless we make. You see here how low it is? I have to go down like vertically. Well, we can, huh? We can go down a lot, but it will look a bit weird. It will look no, wait, I can just take it from the other side. Maybe. Oops. With the tower, I mean, I'm not concerned about the inside. Obviously, the inside is not a problem, but the outside is a problem. So we will need it to go down pretty much, you know, vertically. And I think if we don't make a custom wall with a double thing at the bottom, you see, it looks kind of bad. It looks kind of bad. Because you can see below the tower. So in theory, the tower should be a double tower. Yeah, I can move the tower a bit down, but you know, then you will have this part which is open. You see. So, or we create, maybe we can create a double tower. Or, since it's only one place, is it only one place? Yeah, I think we can make it one place. We just put a rock, as usual. We take one of those rocks and we just say, hey, there is a rock. Don't worry. We make the rock like below the or I make it vertical. Wait, maybe I can do something like this and make it part of the tower. I mean, and like extend, so it's like the bottom part of the tower from the outside. And so they would make it more of a wall. And so now we can really go down here, because we have the tower. And so I can stay at this level. Yeah, there is the bottom of my wall, and now, yeah, and now I think it looks, you know, even if I do this, it's still good. It's still good. Yeah, I think I will do that. And then I can be smooth it out. And by the way, the point is, you know, defending an invasion. I mean, if one man, like one rogue, one thief, can actually jump above this, is okay. I mean, he will anyway jump above the wall as well. So the point is not to stop one man. The point is to stop, you know, a horde coming in, right? And for the horde, right? For the horde. Okay, we will need to fix this in a good way. We will need to fix it in a good way and make a nice variations, a bit of a, you know, smoothing, a lot of trees. All those trees that are now, I don't know why all those trees are up there, by the way. There is like a million trees here. I think it's probably to cover the view of the arena. But I'm not sure I understand. I mean, I'm not sure I understand it, but... And we can still have a bit of a mountain here if we want, right? Just to make the landscape look more interesting. At the moment, I think it's too flat, so I exaggerated a bit and I made it, you know, I made it too flat. I think these two walls still look like shit, but they look a bit weird. The problem is that the rain is going down and the city is going down. These flying rocks, we will have to remove one day. I mean, as you can see, there are a lot of choices and possibilities. To design a level is not really easy. To design, you know, a nice area is not really easy. We can have some of these rocks scattered around, but I would say not all in the same place. We can have like one there and maybe another one here in different places, just to create a bit of a variation, right? And then we can design the landscape around it a bit. Yeah, I think I will raise the terrain here a bit in the middle. I think I flattened it too much really now. But the point was to flatten it so that we could see the outside wall, right? But I think that here, if we want to have a mountain, we can. Here, I think it's okay. I don't know how big, but I think we can. Oops, that's a bit too much. Why went up so much? Because I had the strength 1, huh? Okay. I understand. I mean, if you want to separate a bit the city from the arena with a bit of a mountain, I think is okay. I think may even look interesting, you know, that you don't have a full flat. The important point is far away from the walls. That's the thing. Yeah, something like that. Something like that can be fine. I will have then to bridge, you know, I will then have to bridge like these places which are looking weird. Because now, so I will have like to, oops. I think I need to use the ramp. I will probably connect like this place to this place. And I don't know. I need to work a bit on it. I need to work a bit on it. Yeah, I'm going to bed as well. It's too late. It's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. But I think we did a good job. At least we created the wall. Save current. At least we created the full wall for the main part of the city, and we also fixed some of the mountains, and I think it looks much better with a full wall. We can maybe put more houses here, so I could just duplicate one of these houses, you know, and so take a house, duplicate it, and put it, you know, here or something. So we can think about it just to make it a bit more populated here instead of just an empty area. So I will probably do that. Yeah, that's all for today. Tomorrow I'm not sure if I'm going to be here, but probably yes, because it seems that other people are not available, and so I think I will be streaming. Maybe, I'm just checking, but okay, have a good night, boys. If you are new, just click on follow on Twitch if you can, and if you want to see me again, click on subscribe on YouTube, and also check our Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift, where you can support the game, and you can, you know, get access to the alpha and get some perks in Discord, and also get some screenshot of something new that I'm building sometimes. And that's it. See you, boys. Bye bye. Bye bye.